Okay, quick rundown of project part 2. Remember, part 1 was that you were supposed to, and the instructions are on here, you're supposed to go with all of these equations, figure out which group they're in, and answer these questions, and then turn that in. And you were supposed to put them on your Google slideshow. Now, part 2, so you have all these different equations that I did not put in this one. Part 2, there's the end of part 1. Part 2 is supposed to be an original picture, and here's one that I made. And when you look at the instructions for the original picture, it says one original picture made only from the 4 types of graphs and then the equations, and get creative. I did not get very creative, and you may not use this house option or any other building just like a house and say, well, it's not a house, Miss Flannery. It's a third bank. No, it's the same building. So here's how you do it. You're going to go to desmos.com, desmos.com, graphing calculator, and you're going to want to sign in. And let me show you how. Let me sign out so I can show you how to sign in. If you haven't signed in before on Desmos, you're going to need to sign up. Tell them, yes, I agree. Yes, I understand. And then sign up with your Google account. Okay? It'll keep it all simple and all together in one spot. Now me, I have to hit log in because I already have an account, and I'm going to choose login with Google. And I'm in, and then it shows your name up here. Now, the tricky part about Desmos and saving things is you need to name it, first of all. So you probably want to call it Scrapbook Project. Okay. And then anytime you do something to it, you need to hit save. So let's say I put in I want to put in a folder. If you want to, don't have to do the folders. Makes it a little bit easier. Folder, and let's say I want to put in y equals 2x. Oh, I want to name it. My bad. Linear. All my lines. And in that folder, I'm going to type in y equals 2x. Okay. And let's say I want to make an F for Flannery, right? So I probably want it to be a little bit more steep. So I don't know, maybe 5x. Okay, there we go. But I don't want this F to go up and down forever, right? I want it to cut off. So to cut it off, I'm going to pick where I want to cut it off. And I'm going to say that, let's say I'm going to say I only want it to go from y equals 0 to y equals 6. Or I'll say 5. Okay. So I want the y to be between 0, the y to be between 0 and 5. Now look, it cut it off. Ka-chow. This is the piecewise function stuff we've been talking about, where we put constraints on things. We're just pulling all together, all the graphs and the transformations and piecewise stuff we've been learning into one project. Okay, now let's say I want to put another line on there for F for Flannery, right? So y equals, it needs to be up there at 5. So maybe I'll just do y equals 5. Yeah, but that's too far over. So I want it to start right here, which is at 2. Oh, if I make all this, let's make it easier on me. If I make all these or equal to's, nothing will say undefined. Make it easier on me. So now when I go up here, it'll say, oh yeah, the x value is 1. The y value is 5. So I'm going to say I want this to go from x equals 1 to, how far do I want it to go? I don't know, let's say 3. Nah, want to do a little bit longer. Let's say 4. That looks good. Okay. And then let's say I'm going to put another one in there. So I need to put the other part of the f. So y equals, how far up do I want it? Maybe 3. Y equals 3. And I want it to start at 0.6 and go to maybe 3. So 0.6 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 3. There we go. So there's the beginning of my original picture, right? That's not enough because, I mean, it certainly made something. It made the letter F, but I need, remember what we need at least one of each of these type of equations. And right now, the only type of equation I have is a line. So that's not enough. Now don't forget to hit save, hit save, hit save, hit save, hit save. If I wanted to share this with someone now, because I want them to do a part of it, I would have to hit share and copy the link and then give them the link. Well, if you put it inside your project, then they would have the link to yours. Here's the thing, sharing with other people on this. Your Google slideshow is a live link that you can share with people. Anytime somebody goes to it, it automatically updates. Desmos links are not live. You have to hit save and then you have to share. And if you do more, then you have to hit save and share again. Okay? Okay. So then when you're ready to take a picture of it and put it inside your slide, you do need to take a picture of it. And what I like to do is Windows Shift S and then take a picture of what I'm working on. And then I go into my document and hit Control V to paste it. Okay. You also do need to put in there your equations. And it's kind of nice if you do it kind of like this, where they're all in their folders and grouped together. It makes it easier for me to see them all. So to do that, you just open the folder, Windows Shift S, take a picture of what you want, pop it in the slide, go. Okay, and you do that with each one. Okay. So yes, you need to have your picture. Yes, you need the link to the final edit. Whoever made the last edit, hit save and make sure that link is in here. And then yes, you need a picture of all the equations. Okay, make sense? And then when it's time to turn it in, I will give you a link video to show you how to do that. You'll just have one, whoever turned it in last time will turn it in again. And then don't forget, fill this out on Friday again. Okay?